Aloha guys, Scuba Chris here. Do you remember about a month ago I showcased a box I got from Olympus, which is basically the counterpart to the US's Okuma reels and rods? Well, one of the reels I showed you was the Heroes 5000. So it's kind of like not much, the body's not much different than a 4000. It's just the spool is a little bit bigger, but a lot of people have been asking about this reel because even in Italy, where it came from, it's not a very expensive reel, but it has good line count, and I put on a heck of a lot of braid on this one. So we're going to get more into this and how I want to use it for light shore dunking. So to do that, I decided to swap out the handle. Now this had what is known as a rocker style handle. Now to me, a rocker style handle is good for spin casting, freshwater, saltwater. But if you're gonna go surf casting where you're gonna creating to be a lot of oomping involved, I don't think it's the right handle. So I'm gonna swap it out for a Gomexus knob, a plug and play handle. That. So this is one of the smaller plug and play handles. This is one of the larger ones here. Now basically plug and play means is that you're going to replace the whole arm system, the whole arm with a new knob you're going to put on instead of just taking off the old knob and putting on the new knob. So we're going to replace the whole thing, which is going to be a lot easier. So I just got this in because Vernon was, at first I thought that Vernon was sick or something. He wasn't replying, but found out he had a show to do in Hong Kong for Gomexus, so he got back with me. I told him what I've been doing, and he sent me another box for me to play around with. So we're going to put on this beautiful knob here because the one I had from before for the Samars was red and black because the Samars red and black. Red and black ain't gonna fit this one, trust me. So it's going to be a very good friction fit. It's a hexagonal, so you always look at what the original rocker style was, the shape, and what this is hexagonal. So there, perfect. I was kind of hoping that one because I was going by the smaller one, and I was hoping the larger one would be that way too. But you see, there's nothing holding it in here. This is screwed. I mean, the hexagonal bar went through the inner gearing of the reel. So make sure that when you do this, you got to keep the tab. That's the tab off the old rocker arm. So, and you know, the thing is, look, see how it's fitting in? And all right, the threads are the same numbers, same number of threading per inch. So it's perfect. Now I went ahead and also got a Gomexus Model 2 or 2. It's another rocker arm, but the correct color. So I'm gonna have another backup. Look at that. Perfect fit. So the Gomexus one I'm having is gonna be the same color as this green, lime green, but I kind of prefer the Gomexus one that is the black and silver, or black and chrome, I should say. Kind of hard to go wrong with this one, but since I ordered the other one, I'll keep it as standby. I kind of like the fact that this is going to have a Gomexus knob on it. Not only does it look cool, it looks really good, but I think on a bigger load, this will help bring in my catches a little bit better. And it's a 5000. Like I said, it's the larger out of the two models they have. There's hardly anything. I mean, there isn't anything on YouTube or the rest of the internet because a lot of the models they came out with that you sent me just came out this year. And not many people in Europe or in Italy where the product comes from even has this stuff. But I have it here in Hawaii. So I've been giving it a try. And as you notice, some of the other reels like the, I think it was the Accord, I was using fish bites and I was getting fish hits on it. I lost 2 ladyfish, which were screamers. I did bring in a small snapper, but it was a small one on fish bites. So, yeah, the summer's coming around the corner, so I'm going to see what the summer holds for us. So this reel here has a mechanical stabilizing system, so it doesn't go wop, 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 wop when you bring it in. It has a quick set anti-reverse, which means it won't back up on you. Well, unless if you trip the switch here, and then if that's what you want. I don't know why reels still have that, but me, I prefer having that. And it has a carbonized body, very light carbon body to it. It has a very thick aluminum bale wire, which I like. Being a Kuma guy, I've always been a sucker for thick bale wires. So the stats on this reel is not much difference than a US 4 or 5000 model. The model is called the HRS GTX 5000. Ball bearings of 5+1, so you get 5 ball bearings to 1 roller bearing. Gear ratio is 5.2 to 1. Basically, that means for every 1 full rotation of the handle, this will come around 5.2 times. The weight is 335 grams, which is 11.82 ounces, which is about the norm because most of the lighter, like say 3K models are below the 10 ounce range, but this is a 5000. This is more for, I would say, light plugging, medium jigging, medium spin casting, more in that range. The max drag is 10 kilograms. 10 kilograms is basically just a hair over 22 pounds. So that's pretty good. It's not a lot. It's not a little bit, but it's more than enough to go out and looking for jacks, bonefish, or anything else that you want to look for. So the mono, they give mono capacity. So 0.35, you're going to take 310 yards. Now 310 yards is roughly 12-pound mono. 0.40 will take 240 yards, which is 15 pounds. And 0.45, which is 190 yards, is roughly 20 pounds. So for me, I put on Brave because you're going to get an insane amount of line on this, which is what I got. So for the Italians up in Europe, this is the debut of the Olympus Heroes 5000. This is a reel that even not many people up in Europe know exists because it just came out this year. Olympus put out quite a few new reels and some rods coming out, and I'll be one of the ones be testing everything. So I'll give you my reports and how it works. And basically, I noticed that Europeans like to have color. I kind of like color too, but that was the first thing I noticed, that the products, especially the rods, very colorful. So it's good for color coordination. But I just had to get rid of that rocker arm. I like the Gomexus, but you don't have to do what I did. It's just that the only reason why I did that is because being a 5000, I'm using this for light dunking. We call dunking over here basically surf casting. So if I'm going for jacks to bonefish, medium-sized fish up to about 40 pounds, I think this handle will come in better than the rocker style. But that's my personal preference. You can keep the original rocker style that's on it. There's nothing wrong with that. So I'm going to give it a try. And if I catch anything in the near future, I'll let you guys know. Thank you for watching me, and I'll check you guys out later.